Alright, welcome. Thank you, everyone. This is Ape Escape. This is the first game. It came out in 1999. My name is Finchie, and my commentators would like to introduce themselves. Alright, we'll get into it now. First thing you'll notice, I am playing on the Japanese version of the game. The main reason for that is there's a 4 set of credits that we have to watch. It goes for about 3.5 minutes. The Japanese version is 40 seconds quicker than the NTSC US release. So that is the main reason we're running this. But as far as any percent goes, the US and Japanese version are no difference. Alright, I'm just going to open this cutscene. Time will start as soon as I touch the ground. Just going to do a quick gadget change. Time will start now. Oh, he's not going to see me? Nice. That's basically as good as a fossil fuels can get. Alright, first thing you'll see me doing is I'll be jumping towards monkeys to catch them, because if you swing the net when you're on the ground, you are locked in your position. So you are just basically standing still, waiting for your character spike to swing the net. So by jumping, you can preserve some forward momentum, as well as allow the animation of the net swing to catch the monkey. Next thing, we're about to enter a quick little training room, because we are about to unlock a new gadget, the water net. So these training sections are required. It's basically, just understanding how to use a new gadget. So this gadget obviously allows us to swim under the water and catch monkeys. Alright, we'll just be swimming up here, and there's just going to be a quick little dummy monkey just in the next section of water. Alright, just like that. Short, sharp and shiny. Next thing you'll probably see me doing in the next level is, as soon as I catch a monkey or use any kind of gadget, I will be immediately changing gadgets after. The reason for that is, as soon as you use a gadget, there's an animation of Spike pulling that gadget back. It takes about half a second, but by immediately changing gadgets, it cancels that animation. But imagine I'm using that over 200 something monkeys, so over time it saves a considerable amount. Ooh, this guy's trying to get away from me right now. Alright, we can do a quick little ground pound on this guy. Allows us to catch him a little early. So by ground pounding, that actually extends... You're going to come down, mate? Dude, hello. Thank you.
Taking a start.
Yeah, so by ground pounding, that actually extends the net's hitbox up and forward a considerable amount. So that allows us to catch that guy early. Alright, this next level we will... Hopefully one monkey will behave himself, because there is a cycle that we have to make. It's not too bad in this category, but any percent it is vitally important. So, everyone knows that I do not like this monkey. Alright, this is when we'll see our very first dinosaur. Actually, I should get one of my commentators to explain the story a bit of this game, if that is okay.
It's been so long since I've even played the story. I think the story goes... the monkeys accidentally given access to these helmets, and the helmets increase their intelligence, but it also increases their mischievousness or evilness. I think the first monkey to get one is the final boss of this game, Spectre. And he releases all the monkeys, and the professor, he's a character in this game, he is developing a time machine, and the monkeys gain access to this time machine and send themselves back in time in order to become the dominant species over humans.
So the professor was the one that invented the helmet as well?
Yeah, the professor was the one who invented the helmet as well.
So he's actually the secret villain.
Honestly, we're the secret villain. I don't think these monkeys actually did anything. We're just sending them back to the zoo.
Our main character's also 10 years old, so why are you making a child do your dirty work?
Child labor, animal abuse, the list goes on.
Alright, this is our first really luck-based level. So we're going to unlock the monkey radar, which is useless to me, because I know what all monkeys are. It just obviously just tells me where all the monkeys are in the entire game, if I'm ever lost. There is, I think, 8 different combinations that you can get. That's not a bad one that I just got there. Alright, I'm going to be also going for a very slightly unoptimal route here, because there is one extremely luck-based monkey that we have to catch. So I'm going to do a slightly, a suboptimal route in case he gives me bad luck, because we're not actually meant to catch this monkey this early.
Before we move on, I just want to say that room that Finchie just did is completely terrible to do fast. If you ever speedrun this game, be prepared to mess up a bunch in that room.
Alright, this next monkey is the monkey I was talking about. Hopefully he doesn't see me. If he does, he will jump into a UFO, and I am not equipped to catch him at this point. Yeah, saw me straight away. That's unfortunate. So that's probably going to cost me roughly 25 seconds on revisits. I should also mention, because this game has a hard cap on the amount of monkeys that you can catch, also I can catch this guy earlier than intended. Now there's a hard cap on the amount of monkeys I can catch. So we are going to be going as deep into the level the first visit as we can to make the revisits basically really short, sharp and shiny. So the routing for this category is actually very interesting. That guy always does that. I've got like a minor, small tree mini-boss here. It's not very difficult. You can actually one-cycle this boss, but it is extremely precise, so I'm not going for it. Alright. Okay, you are on the vine. That is okay. Catch this coin on the other side of the fence using the net. So the net can actually go through objects. So you will actually see me use that a fair bit. Alright, just like that, thick jungle is done. So I've got one more level before we really start ramping up the run. So it's just going to be basically a few more monkeys that we're going to have to catch. This next level, again, has another really luck-based catch. I'm going to be relying on this one, so I really hope it goes well. Alright, this first monkey, he has blue pants, so basically that means he is as fast as Sonic the Hedgehog. So we are actually going to sneak up on him. This is the only time we really do this in the game, because we are just not equipped to catch him if he gets away. Nice. Alright, we can make these jumps very tightly with what's called a neutral double jump. I will probably get one of my commentators to explain how neutral double jumping works.
Usually when you double jump, you actually lose your momentum when you do your second jump in the air. But if you go neutral on the analog stick as you double jump, you don't lose any momentum at all. It's such a basic movement tech that you probably won't see a normal double jump ever.
Yeah, the only time I'll ever do a normal double jump is when I need to change direction mid-jump. So it's very, very rare that I will do that. Alright, so not this monkey, the next one. We call him Windy. He is part of the Holy Trinity, the Devilish Trinity, I want to say. So I'm going to sneak up on him and hope for the best. Oh!
Who's the third one?
The one in the RC car, which is called Devil Monkey, but he is not hard.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Alright.
I've never run all monkeys in this game, so I never have to catch
Okay, he saw me. Okay, you're gonna shoot. Oh, this is spicy. Don't shoot. Oh! Okay,
nice.
That's not bad. Alright, I did sneak up on him just to try and get me a little closer to him. You can actually run up to him and pray that he shoots. Then you've got to do some really precise movement to avoid his missiles, and you can catch him like that. Alright, one more Spectre coin, one more monkey. Also, you'll see me jumping over like slopes and ramps because you do actually lose speed when you are running up slopes. So by jumping, it allows me to preserve a little bit of momentum. Alright. Alright, we are now about to unlock the slingshot gadget. For those that know, this gadget is very useful. But basically it's supposed to allow us to shoot buttons through walls, stun monkeys, but there's something a little special that we can do with this. So we're now about just to enter a training room. All slingshots work like that, right? So I'm basically going to be equipping this straight away, and there will not be a single level you do not see me use this. Oops. So basically how that works is by pulling back the slingshot, it actually puts you in a very temporarily grounded state, and you can just basically chain all of your inputs, and you can just go as high as you want and use it absolutely everywhere.
It's probably worth explaining the control system of this game.
Yes, so basically this is the first game that required the dual analog controller. That was the whole selling point. So basically every single button does something different. Obviously the left stick is your movement, running forward, running back. Oops. I just want to get that explosive from this guy. Jump is unorthodoxly on R1 and R2. As you can see, the face buttons are used for item minutes. Sorry, not item minutes. Where are you going? You are going that way. It's almost like it's trying to escape.
Right, yeah, so the face buttons are mapped to gadgets. We can change them at any time. And the camera is actually controlled with the D-pad. It's a little bit unorthodox. Good runners of the game will have to claw in order to control the camera well. But in Ape Escape 1, the camera is good enough to where you can use the camera recenter button, which is L1. In the later games, the camera doesn't play so nice, so you kind of have to use the D-pad.
Don't talk to me about 8.2's camera. Don't get me started.
Yes, you're going to be seeing a lot of D-pad usage in the 8.2 room.
Alright, here we're just going to do a race with our friend Jake, who has been mind-controlled by Spectre. It is completely optional, but we do actually want the Spectre coins that this race gives us.
This is Buzz.
Buzz, sorry.
So, please get it right.
Yeah, that's also worth noting. Basically, in every region of the game, every character has a different name and voice actor. Makes no sense to me, but, you know, it's something they decided to do back then.
Buzz is the name we got here in Australia, so...
It is the correct name, but unfortunately most people wouldn't run this game from the US, so I've unfortunately had to adapt.
It's definitely the coolest name.
Oh, by far. It's got something to do with his buzz cut, doesn't it?
I don't know. I just know the Americans, they got Jake. Jake.
Alright, 50 seconds in-game timer, that's pretty normal. Alright, we are about to unlock one more gadget. We're going to unlock the dash hoop, which basically allows us to run fast.
It's kind of what makes these runs fun, the dash hoop.
It really is. Alright, even though we don't have the slingshot, there's actually a really fun little out of bounds that we can do here. I'm just gonna... Just basically skip the entire training room. So basically there is a whole bunch of invisible walls throughout everywhere out of bounds, and my job is to basically just know where they are.
Never actually finished the control description. The right analog stick controls all the gadgets.
Yes.
So to spin the hoop, Finchie is rotating the analog stick.
Oh, that's a double catch. That's tight. Let's go. Alright, just up here, there is going to be a wheel, which is actually on the other side of the wall. But just by swinging the stun club, I can actually hit it just through the wall. Alright, one thing I will note, you'll see me do some pretty stupid stuff with the camera. That's because this game is actually extremely laggy, so I'm going to be using the camera to reduce as much lag as possible. Alright, next thing to note, with the dash hoop, if you try to jump out of the dash hoop, your momentum's reset to 0 again. There's a tech that we call a boost jump, which allows us to preserve the momentum of the hoop into a jump, which allows us to travel a lot further, a lot faster, and especially if we combine that with neutral double jumping and into an infinite jump, it actually is really cool. You just go fast, you can catch monkeys super quick. So how that works is, obviously I've got the hoop on X right now. So if I press X and, I didn't get the boost, that sucks. If I press X and the jump button at the exact same time, that's what preserves my momentum. Alright, just a little Spectre coin down here. Where are you going? Try to escape again.
Do we have time for a donation?
Yep, go for it.
We have $50 from Slime Slime with no comment. Thank you very much. We have $1,000 from a bear with a
Whoa.
shotgun. Go fast. Put this toward Tetris. We will definitely do that. We also have a $3,000 donation match from a bear with a shotgun. So for every dollar that you donate up to $3,000, Bear with a Shotgun will match that. So let's get those donations in.
Alright, now we're about to help out a very sick dinosaur. So for some reason the monkeys decided the inside of this dinosaur was a very good place to hide. So he's obviously feeling very sick, he's all curled up, so we're just going to go help him out. As you can see, there's Dexter right there is what he's called. Oh, bird wanted to be in the way. Alright, down here, we're just going to take a quick swim in some stomach acid, no big deal. There's this little coin down here. Alright, I'm going to be doing a very, very risky jump here, so I would like I need to concentrate here. After I grab this Spectre coin, which I'm not meant to get this early as well. Oh. Nice.
That looks so sketchy. I can't believe you made it.
That was sketchy. One of my commentators would like to explain what happens if I failed that.
Sure, I guess. The load zone extends out from the invisible wall. In order to get through that door, we have to do a bunch of other platforming with a button, I think. It's been so long since I've ever did that casually. But what he did there was he aimed in kind of where the load zone is going to be. He did a B2 IJ, so he did a boost jump into an IJ in order to get enough horizontal distance, horizontal speed. And then in this game, if you push against a wall and then go neutral, his ground state is reset so he can continue to I-jump. So you don't have to do the wall push, but if you go too far, then you can basically guarantee that you hit the load zone by pushing against the wall and then IJing up into the load zone.
Yeah, so basically if I failed that and just fell down, there is no death planes out of bounds. So you will literally fall forever and ever and ever. So basically what I'd have to do is exit out the level, re-enter. It wastes so much time.
Yes, do you do the one in Monkey Madness or no? The skip.
Yes, we do.
Because there's another place in Monkey Madness where you can get out of bounds to do the same kind of thing. And there's also a pit where you can fall into forever. And it comes after an incredibly long auto-scroller section. It's probably like 1 minute to 2 minutes long. So if you fall into the pit, you have to do that all over again, waste a bunch of time.
Alright, missed my explosive, so my ammo is going to be a little bit weird later in the game. Ah, I missed that. Oops. Alright, yeah, we are now entered the Ice Age. Obviously, as we are traveling through time, as you could see, everything's really cold. I wouldn't recommend going for a swim. I can't swim anyway, but I wouldn't want to swim in cold water. Alright, we're about to unlock another gadget here called the Sky Flyer. This is the intended way of gaining vertical height. Obviously, because we have the infinite jump glitch, we're not going to be using it too much. But there will be a couple of places we can use it. Just have to do the quick training here. Alright, this is where it's a good time to mention there is actually a no infinite jump category on the boards, which basically bans that infinite jump glitch. So there's actually a really cool trick with this that we can do. I'll show it off and then I will explain it. Oop, that didn't work. That's not the most glorious one that I've done before, but that's what we call a super fly. So basically the very first time that Sky Flyer is used in the level, and it is only the very first time it is used, you can gain incredible height out of it. So it's literally a one-shot bullet. Alright, we are going to try and make a cycle here. Oh, it's going to be close. Yes! Fence? No fence can stop me.
I've got a few more donations.
Yep, go for it.
We have $50 from Tipac. Yatta! Put all 50 to Arduino. We will definitely do that. $25 from Dr. Rank. Shout out to my favorite Pixar character, Jake Lightyear. Put this towards left side for Lego Star Wars. $10 from Trace. Good luck. Have fun, H friends.
Alright, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Oh no.
Shout out to Trace, by the way. She's an Ape Escape runner as well.
Okay, that could have gone so much worse.
This routing is so strange to me. I've never seen this before.
Fence clip it's been around for a while. Most people think it's slow, but I just think it looks cool.
It certainly is like, what the heck's going on here? Do you know why that works or not?
There's like a seam there, so basically where they just had two textures of the fence that kind of joined them together.
No.
If you land like right in the seam, you can just kind of clip through it. There's actually a couple spots in the game you can do that. It's not really too useful, but... Let's see if I get this strut right here. Kind of. Alright, this guy's very angry. My point.
Oh, that was a too bad.
That wasn't too bad. That guy is very alert and very aggressive, so he can ruin your day very quickly.
Every monkey is basically programmed on an individual basis, so they effectively have personalities.
Yeah, so basically I've got to learn each monkey's individual traits, kind of adapt to what they do, and manipulate my movement to even manipulate what they do. There's actually a fair bit of RNG manipulation in this run. But it's all very, very subtle.
Yeah, if you don't catch the monkey immediately, everything can just go out of hand.
Oh, most definitely.
It's the same in all Ape games. I think Ape 3 is probably the worst.
Ape 3 is by far the worst.
Yeah.
That game, every monkey can ruin your run. Alright, another race with Jake coming up. This one will be a little bit more interesting than the last one, because there is actually a skip that we can do here. I like how Jake just, or Buzz, never gets in front of you this entire time. Ooh, that was a little slow. Alright, gonna go around the big invisible wall. And now I can just skip. Oh, nope, I hit the wall. Okay, so I'm gonna take a slight back up here. See, if I didn't hit the invisible wall, I would have just beelined it straight to that platform, and it saves a bunch of time. Stops me doing heaps of platforming. We don't want to do that. That's hard and slow. And also, the finish line extends infinitely down. So if I didn't do that quick zap of the Skyfly right at the end, I actually would have hit the death plane and the finish trigger at the same time. And it's really funny. You see Spike die, fall on the ground, but you still actually win. Unfortunately, it just takes an extra 10 seconds because it has to play out both animations. Alright.
Coolest catch in the game coming up.
You think so?
Hopefully I don't mess
Oh,
it up.
not this one, is it?
It is this one?
Yeah.
One, two, three. Straight into the fourth. Alright, let's just go down this well here. For some reason there's lava down here. I don't know why, but don't question it.
We have $10 from Drunk Cammy. Don't scare me and Dexter like that, lad. Good luck, my friend. And we have $10 from Wondrion. Why did the ape buy a suit? To conduct monkey business. Good luck on the ape runs.
That joke's making me go bananas.
Shoutouts to Drunk Cubby. He's also an Ape Escape runner.
We have $50 from the Shuckler. Finchie, don't forget Arcade Monkey. Good luck. Have fun.
Thanks, Shockler. I appreciate that. Alright, this next level, there is one room that we're going to enter that is very, very luck-based. If it goes wrong, it makes me cry. For those that know, they know.
Oh,
Alright,
yes.
we call it gong rooms. There is a huge gong in the middle.
I was
So
trying to remember. Okay. Oh, I see.
okay, we got one. That's okay. Okay, that's a normal gong room. Thank God.
Normal, that's like a good one for me.
It is actually very luck-based, but you can catch all three of them right at the gong. I think I've had it like maybe 3 times. It's super rare. Alright. Yeah, this level is actually very difficult for new runners because there was huge infinite jump chains over just bottomless pits. I've definitely gamed over here before when I was learning. Alright, right here we're going to do a little skip. We can actually shoot through this wall. I believe it's the only one in the game that we can actually do that. We're actually supposed to catch that monkey later with a gadget, which we haven't got yet. Alright, up here the camera is going to turn on me because it's expecting me to come from a different direction, so I'm going to have to adapt right there. Alright, again, if that monkey got away from me, he will jump into a UFO, waste a heap of time. Overall, that was actually a very good wabi.
Yeah, that was pretty clean.
Alright, this next level, this is the best level in this category. It's basically 20-something monkeys. There's no cap on how many I can catch. So I'm going to be catching all but 2 monkeys. And overall, the movement in this level just looks sick. So this is when the game threatens us that we are going to catch Spectre for the first time. It does that to us actually quite a number of times.
And it does it over every game, I think.
Don't do
It
that.
rolls you into a false sense of security.
It really does.
Yeah, so since the goal is now to catch Spectre, catching enough monkeys like doesn't force you out of the level anymore.
Yeah, so the finish trigger for this level is actually a small boss. It's... Some people say it's hard casually, but it's really not. Alright, see if I can get a small little strat here, which I just implemented recently. Ah, kind of. I'm gonna have to get oxygen. So if I didn't bonk the wall, I would have got a massive speed boost from the hoop. It is used in a few spots just to try and, you know, increase speed. We don't want to be swimming at normal speed, that's slow. Where are you going? You are right there. I'm just going to go through this wall, don't worry about it. Oh no. Okay, thank God. That would have been bad. Alright, have to hit that button just so the door opens to the boss, because there's actually no way of entering it early, unfortunately. Actually, this is really cool compared to the any % route. Any %, we literally beeline it to that button. So this category actually shows off the entire level. It's really cool to see the differences between the two. Alright. This room is actually very difficult, so we're going to see how this goes. That's not going to make it, I don't think. No. Oops.
We had $50 from Joester98. Pippo Bear? Pipo Bear? Sorry if I watched that.
Close enough.
We have $20 from It's Devil Dude. Good luck, Ape Crew. We need to find out who keeps letting these apes escape.
It's Tony.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Right, this room is quite laggy, so I'm going to try and reduce a bit of it. Hopefully catch this monkey before he goes into the bells. Not too hard, it's pretty quiet. Okay. This guy's got a gun. Who decided to give these monkeys guns too, by the way?
Again, blame the professor.
Did he invent the guns as well? Probably.
A war criminal like him, surely.
Alright, gonna come down here to grab a Spectre coin. Alright. We could just Death Abuse, but I'm gonna try something here. Oh, come on. Oh!
Yeah.
That's so sick looking, by the way.
It is. Alright, I need to be at full health for this boss, so I'm going to be damage abusing. Alright, there's Spectre and our friend Jake. He's going to run away. Now we're going to have to fight this Knight. I don't really know what to call this guy. I can't even remember his official name, if I'm being honest. Yeah, so by us taking damage, it actually makes him vulnerable quicker. Otherwise, we'd have to wait for him to run around and do an attack, and, you know, we don't want to do that. That's slow.
I think this was the Specalizer.
Specalizer, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, the reason we didn't quite catch every monkey in that is there's one monkey that we can't catch until we have a later gadget, and unfortunately, yeah, it's required, so we've left two because they're very close together. So the revisit on this level will take like not even 10 seconds probably. Alright, now we are going to be entering the present day. Obviously everything before that has been in the past. So we are now going to be entering City Park. This is where the difficulty really starts to ramp up. There is very aggressive monkeys from here on out. But yes, we have now unlocked the RC car. We are going to be using this a few times. Some in the intended way, some in the something in the unattended way. Skip this mailbox? No, that's fine. That's a very precise skip. It only saves a second at most. Alright, this first monkey is going to catch. Hopefully he doesn't shoot. He does also have a gun, and he ain't afraid to use it. Or you can just stand there and do nothing and just wait to be caught. Alright, because of the infinite jump glitch, we are actually going to do this level backwards. I probably shouldn't have mentioned, we've actually done that quite a few times. There's a whole bunch of monkeys like right at the end of the level, because obviously you're intended to go through the entire level first and then obviously do it again. And also, for those that know, the true final boss is coming up. So it won't be this monkey. It's actually not a monkey, it's actually an enemy. But he's just in a very unfortunate position. Oh, that was lucky. Okay, hopefully this goes well. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that's so lucky. So that enemy right there, if you can't just attack him and kill him, because he will split into two, and then those two will split into another two, and then those really small ones do not give you iframes, and they can combo you against the slope of the pipe, and you just die. There's nothing you can do about it. Oh. Oop, missed my boost jump there, that's fine. This is a good time for some donations if we have any.
We are still waiting for some of those donations to roll in, although I have been told that we may have a fix for the Twitch issue, so hopefully those will come in, because we do have, we will accept donations through Twitch, subs through Twitch, any bits that you donate, so definitely keep those all coming in. We'd like to thank one of our sponsors, Urban Climb. United by uncommon ground, they exist to inspire a lifelong adventure. To all the speedrunners watching, they welcome you in the clubs, with 7 in Australia nationwide, perfect for all skill levels.
Alright, we are going to just beeline straight past this monkey. It feels weird, but we are coming back for him later, so just gotta give him a little scare, know what's coming for him. Alright, again, this next monkey is also very aggressive. He actually has rocket launchers, so hopefully he doesn't use them. Oh no, I failed my damage cancel.
Dude, you were so nice there. What the?
I know, that was all me. That's actually something I should mention. By swinging a gadget, you can actually cancel fall damage. You've seen me do it quite a number of times. Quick death abuse just to get back to the start of the room there. Ah, second one didn't hit. I'm gonna have to do the backup. That's fine. Again, there is a mini boss here that we are going to skip, because there's actually 2 of these mini bosses in this level. That one is actually the easier one of the 2, because the last one actually is in a very laggy room. Again, you're going to see me doing a fair bit of camera manipulation to hopefully reduce a fair bit of it. Oh, I hit the wall. Oh. Alright, this is going to be one of the intended RC uses, but we are going to use it in a way that's favourable to us. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Nah, go out that way then. What are you doing, man? Come on. Okay. It kind of worked out, but kind of didn't. Oops. Oh, come on, Spike.
So with that monkey in the cage, Finchie was trying to use the car to drive him into one of those, manipulate the monkey to move through one of those holes. And then right as the monkey is crawling through the hole, he drives the car into the monkey to knock him down. If you don't do that, the monkey will get away from you, and it is very fast.
Yeah, that was a blue pants monkey, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, he is a pain to catch. Oh, that went well.
You may have noticed that the monkeys all have different color pants. They all have different traits based on those pants.
Yeah, so there's the generic yellow pants monkey. They don't really do much, but they can surprise you. Obviously, the dark blue pants run really fast. Is it the green pants of the Brainiacs? They're the ones with rocket launchers and all that?
Yeah, the rocket packs, yeah.
I don't really pay attention. I just catch them.
Do they have the black pants monkeys in this game?
Yes, they are. We don't talk about them. We don't like them.
They're the ones with the guns.
They're with the guns, and they are very aggressive monkeys. All the monkeys do actually have stats, which you can check out with the monkey radar. Alright, I'm going to lock in. There is a very precise catch I do have to do here. It's a 3-frame trick, so hopefully I don't mess it up. There we go. Nice. Through the floor.
So the explosion of the RC car actually lifts the monkey just enough that if you line it up with the net, ground pounding into the floor, you catch it.
Yeah, so basically by damaging that monkey, yeah, he actually goes through the floor for, like I said, 3 frames. And by switching to the net in those 3 frames, it actually allows us to catch him. Otherwise, we have to go around and swim. We don't want to do that.
You can do the trick with the stun club, but I believe it turns the trick into a 1 frame.
Yeah, the stun club is frame perfect. I've done it just in practice, but trust me, it's not worth it. Alright, hopefully this guy's nice. People who know, they know. I have a vendetta against that guy. Oh, that receptionist monkey put me in a bad cycle with this guy. Alright, yeah, so those robots will constantly drop explosives. And we need to be stocked up. So we are collecting as many as we can. I should have 8 right now, I believe. Ooh. This monkey see me. This monkey can be invisible. Like that. Hello, thank you.
I've never seen him.
Yeah, so that monkey doesn't have a hitbox until they've noticed you. There's actually quite a few like that.
Wow.
Alright, we are now about to enter a boss fight. Me and this boss, we do not get along. It is one of the big RNG moments in this run, so let's just hope. Here I'm going to drop the RC car down, and you are going to see me do something with that in just a moment. So first phase, we're just going to chill down here. He's going to shoot a bunch of missiles. It's random how many he'll shoot. Okay, he's going to do an extra one. That's unfortunate. Alright. Right now, he's going to give us an attack. He's going to give us a blue or a red attack. The blue attack, he shoots a bunch of UFOs. That is, the red one, this one here, is just shooting fire at the ground. The red one is, I believe, 7 seconds slower than the blue. It's 100% a coin toss, so you can lose 30 plus seconds here, just about RNG alone. Alright, I'm going to use the RC car to just ram into him. So the RC car actually does the exact same damage as an explosive pellet on the slingshot, which I should also mention. The slingshot has explosive pellets, homing pellets. The explosives do more damage than a regular pellet, and obviously the homing pellets home in on what you're targeting, so I don't really have to aim. You will see me use them all later. Oh, I didn't realise there was an extra one there, that's fine. Alright, what are we getting? Red. One more, please. Hey, 3 reds, let's go! Alright, now we're into the final phase. He can give me bad luck again, but we're going to try and manipulate it so we don't. Okay, good. Just IJ up to him to attack him early, because otherwise he has to fly down or we'll shoot him with an explosive. And we don't really want to waste our explosives, because they will be useful.
If you're a filthy casual like me, you'll shoot the button with this when you
And also the camera does not help you there, so as you can see, I'm kind of doing it blind.
Does using the rocket pellets even do more damage to this thing?
Yes they do. So I believe the stun club, this is a hit-based boss, so it's not a damage-based boss.
Okay.
So we just have to hit him 4 times in this phase. So this next hit, I'm actually going to wait for him to come down to the middle before I attack him, because that saves him doing a slow cutscene where he falls down. Because he will always go to the middle to crash, as you can see him doing now. If we attacked him when he was high up there, we'd have to actually watch him fall down and crash into the center. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, all the monkeys have ranks, and I actually think that is the highest ranked monkey. That or the one in City Park, which we will be visiting again.
I think that's right. In Ape Escape 2 and 3, I believe red pants monkeys, they had boxing gloves.
Yeah.
In this game, they're just really aggressive.
They're also really alert as well. So they see you coming from a mile away. You just cannot sneak up on them.
Yeah, I don't remember the red ones being that bad in 3.
Yeah, it's kind of similar in 2.
Then again, every monkey's bad in 3.
I wonder if we'll see it.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, I hope not.
Alright, what am I doing for explosives? I got 3, so that's okay. So this is a required magic punch monkey right here. So that's unfortunately the main reason we have to do all these revisits.
Yeah, the monkeys are in those boxes the entire time, but I don't think they have hitboxes, is that correct?
Yeah, they don't have hitboxes, so you have to break the box. There's no way around it. Fun fact, that is the only place in the entire game where you have to use the dash hoop. We tried to do dash hoopless runs before, and that is the only place it is required. Alright, this is Devil Monkey. He is not hard, but he can still give me a bad time. Okay, which way are you going? That way? There we go. You're supposed to use the RC car for him. And if you use the RC card, then he does get the deserve the name Devil Monkey, but by just using your body, he just comes straight out like you want. Big long platforming section, which again we just skip because we have the infinite jump glitch. One thing you do see me do, if I miss a monkey, I do try to stun him straight away. Because obviously the punch has a huge range, and if they get away, again, it can cost so much time. Alright, so here we have one more monkey and one more Spectre coin to get. And that's Monkey Madness done.
So are we just visiting all of the levels in reverse order now?
Yes, we are doing them in reverse order. So it's going to go from end to the start. Again, another magic punch, which is, see, does not have a hitbox. That's unfortunate that he sneezed. Thank you.
That's so strange.
I'm assuming so you can't catch them early, because they knew the net could go through stuff.
I just think the fact that he doesn't have a hitbox until he sees you.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Alright, there is going to be a pretty tight catch coming up, so hopefully I don't mess it up and you guys get to see it, because it looks really cool.
Oh, are you going to do like...
Yes, I'm doing the thing.
Okay. I honestly think it's the sickest looking catch.
Oh, it's definitely one of the sickest catches in the game. So there's a big fan in this room, and we are going to use it to our advantage. Break the glass, please. Come on, man. That's gonna make it. Yes! Yeah, so like I said, we are actually going behind the platform and then using the fan to blow us onto the monkey, which we're meant to take that big elevator all the way down.
And you didn't hit the button to slow the fans, right?
By destroying that computer, it slows it. So it does slow them down a little. Oops, that should have been one more infinite jump, but that's okay. Oh, come on. I want to do it this way. That's what was meant to happen, just pretend I did that the first time.
Oh, this is new.
Yeah, this is fairly recent, this one. Ah. Change gadgets, that's a little too early there.
So Finchie hitting that mech with the rockets is way harder than he's making it look.
It's definitely got a pretty strict timing to it. Also, if you shoot him too early, he turns around and then you just cannot hit him.
Yeah.
You can actually skip this door, but it's slow but very difficult. So I unfortunately just didn't do it this time. I hadn't practiced it enough. Alright, we're about to go back to City Park now, which has a very difficult out of bounds, so hopefully I get it. But also this first monkey we're going to catch, he is, again, another luck-based monkey. We are going to pray that he runs straight towards us. He can sneeze, he can backflip, he can look around, and we just have to wait. That's perfect. That's nice. Leave me alone. I got bead. Yeah, if the bees are going to hit you, they're going to hit you. You can't avoid them. Alright, hopefully I don't stuff this bit up. Nope, I stuffed it. Damn. Alright, come on, get me back in bounds, please. Yep, that's very precise and very difficult. Oh! I'm actually kind of not surprised I messed that up. Yeah, so basically that monkey that was quite aggressive, there's actually like an invisible ceiling above him, so you do have to really be precise on where you fall. Because if you're too low, obviously you go under the platform that he's standing on, but if you're too high, you just bonk the invisible wall and you just fall to the ground anyway, so it's actually very precise. And again, I'm moving on invisible platforms, so I'm literally just playing it by ear. Alright, back to crumbling. This one, we're going to get some really short, sharp and shiny revisits here. There's only 2 monkeys we have to catch here. And we're just going to beeline straight to them. Turning the camera to reduce some lag. In and out, just like that. So funnily enough, the longest revisits are actually near the start or the end of the game. Again, 2 monkeys in this one. We're going to be in here less than 20 seconds.
Revises in this game are so much nicer than the other 2.
Oh, they are. That's right, we still got to get UFO-less.
Oh, true.
Yeah, but you can style on him now.
Yeah. Alright, this one is kind of like the 80% portion of the run, but also there is a couple monkeys that we do have to get, which is skipped in 80%. Just going to make a quick detour around here to grab the coin, which is very hidden, which I'm pretty sure when I casually played I missed. I think it was that one and the first one in Wabi I always missed as a casual. Yeah, I want to catch these guys early because they are very fast monkeys. Make sure we don't re-enter the Jake race. I have done that many times. That wastes good 20 or something seconds. All right, hopefully no bird in way. Good bird. I like it. Oops. Messed up some inputs there. Alright, there's going to be 2 monkeys here just chilling, having dinner. Kind of feel bad just catching them, but, you know. We gotta do it. Hey. There's a nice, beautiful family photo of them. Alright, I'm going to try something a little swaggy here. Oh. There we go. Yeah, so that is a no infinite jump strat, which has unfortunately been outdated, but it's still really cool to do nonetheless.
Is it not faster than a Superfly?
You have to menu anyway
Oh, okay.
to get the Skyflyer, so you just Superfly up that. But that is
Right.
technically faster.
And I suppose you wouldn't Superfly anywhere else in this levels.
You wouldn't, so you just Superfly to there.
Yeah.
And you have to use the Skyflyer to get past the spikes. So, unfortunately, it's kind of, yeah, that's the only spot that's useful.
I forget you can't do the IG and no IG. Yeah, I mean, it's in the title, but...
Yeah. Alright, there's one monkey we have to catch here. It is, again, a luck-based monkey, so hopefully he's just outside chilling. If not, he is going to go hide in some igloos, and we just have to wait him out. Or, that's kind of lucky. Yes! Ever since I started derusting for this event, that is the first time I've had that.
So if anybody's played the PSP remake of this game, Ape Escape P, or Ape Escape on the Loose, that monkey is basically impossible to catch without a glitch called Time Stop. If you played the game casually and caught that monkey, I don't know how you did it. Because the guy moves so fast, you move so slow. But, yeah.
Yeah, we like not to think about that remake.
I was going to say, if you play the game, but other issues.
Turn the camera up to reduce a heap of lag and just land straight on top of him. Yes, I got the hoop bounce. Alright, there is actually another very... It's not difficult, but it's very inconsistent for me. So hopefully I get it. It looks sick if I do. So it won't be this one, it'll be the next one. Come on. Yes! So basically how that works is, that's like the other monkeys, it doesn't have a hitbox until it's alerted, but once it's alerted and it's standing up, its feet actually very slightly protrude the floor. So we're actually catching it by its toes. I'd hate to be surrounded by water and something just grabs my feet. Alright, we're about to enter Krabby Beach now. There is, again, a UFO monkey, which I do have to be very quick to catch. Otherwise, he will jump on the UFO, and I'm gonna have to waste a heap of time trying to shoot him down. Getting more camera minutes, because this level is extremely laggy. Oops, crabbing away. And we got it. Yep, I had to IJ extremely high because he would have seen me if I didn't. Alright, again, we're going to be doing a fairly difficult trick coming up. It is it's actually easier in 80% because you come up to it way slower because you don't actually have the hoop. So I'm going to have to line myself up extremely quickly and very precisely. Oops, nope. There we go. Alright, now we're going to get into one of the longer revisits, Dark Ruins. Ooh, where are you going? Oh, it's unfortunate. Doing out of bounds here saves a very slow elevator ride. Oh, that sucks.
Some of the worst monkeys casually.
Oh yeah, these monkeys are bad if you let them get away. That hit me? Okay. Oops. Okay. Again, this monkey doesn't have a hitbox until he's seen you. So I have to wait for him to jump out like that. Quick death abuse, because that brings us straight up to the top of the elevator, which we skipped. Some laggy infinite jumps. Oh, I missed the coin. Where are you going, mates? Gotcha. Alright, let's see if UFO is kind again. There is, because I have the slingshot, there is a strat which you can sneak up on him with, but he still can see you very early. So if he sees me, I am unfortunately going to have to shoot him out of his UFO. First figure's going to collect the Spectre coin, which is kind of in the way.
First try.
First try, let's hope. Okay, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Yes! Bean wave. I was trying to hit that with the hoop as I was going through. Do I have a homing? Yes, I do. I'll use that for you. Quick death abuse to get back to the start of the room. Luckily we got heaps of lives to waste.
I thought that was an accident. I was like, oh my gosh.
So the only difference between this category and 100% is the time trials?
Yes, so in my opinion, I think 100% is just a little too long. And it's you have to revisit each level 3 times. So that's why I think it's like a really nice middle ground for a completionist category. Alright, only 3 more levels. Can't remember how many monkeys, but we're getting real close to the end now. So I believe, yeah, we'd end up with 84.8% without the time trials. Ah, that's not what I wanted to do, but that's fine. Alright, there is a glitch in this mini-boss. We don't truly understand a consistent way yet. Oh, I missed the button. Oh, that sucks. So hopefully this works. I do have a very rough setup for it. Okay, hopefully that worked. Okay, we'll see what happens. Yes! So by throwing the bombs off the platform, they kind of... I don't really know how to explain it, but they kind of just blow up Adelaide on the mini-boss, the Triceratops. It doesn't make logical sense, but it works, so...
Return to sender.
Yeah. Yeah, so it basically turns that fight from a 3-phase fight into a 2-phase fight. Alright, again, 2 monkeys a catch, really short level.
His face.
Ah, I love his face. Alright, one more coin, one more monkey, and then we face the man himself. Personally, I would have loved it if this game didn't kick you out every time you caught all the monkeys. Or the certain amount of monkeys on the first visit. Just imagine if this had like a survival mode like Ape 3 does.
Yeah, I gotta do that more.
Alright, now we're just going to skim through the levels. I'm going to make sure I didn't miss any coins. Alright, we got them all. Alright, this first phase is a little RNG. So this hit right here is free. The second hit, we want him to be... We want him to shoot us first before he's vulnerable. So he can either be vulnerable and shoot, like that, or shoot and then be vulnerable, sorry. That's what we want. I messed that up, that's fine. So, for every attack except the last one, we want him to shoot first. See, that's... He was vulnerable before he attacked. See, now he's just taking his sweet time to actually do anything. So that's what we want on the last attack. Like that. Okay. We only got bad luck points. That's fine. Oh, I've actually got him in a really good spot where he's just not going to move. It is really possible. It is possible, yeah, to lock him in position like I just did. Unfortunately, he managed to get away. All right, we are coming up on time very shortly. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm messing up some movement here. Okay, I got a cookie. That's fine. All right, I think it's one more attack I got to do. Nope, one more. And time. 133. That's pretty good, actually. All right, yeah. That's obviously all Ape Escape 1, all monkeys plus all Spectre coins. Thanks for ASM for the event. Thank you to my commentators. And yeah, I don't really have too much else to say. Except jam out to this solid soundtrack.
Shoutouts to Soichi Terada.
Man cooks.